What did I say to piss you off this time, baby?
Who is the Negro in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? In your neighborhood, I say. Who is the Negro in your neighborhood when you're running from his ass each day?
Black people don't hope, we wish.
Something that crazy could only come from you.
Right now you live in beliefs. You want to believe things. Belief is ignorance. Right knowledge is to know. You understand that? Belief is ignorance because belief is the acceptance of things that you do not know. And every one of your prayers end with Amen. Let me hear you say amen. Oh, let me hear you say amen. Amen, which is the ancient Egyptian god Amun, and the Ra. The Ra was the sun in us as the original people of the sun. And we roam the earth millions of years, 17,250,000 years to be exact, before Adam was created 49,000 years ago. Now, we don't know good people from bad. We don't know good food from bad. We don't know good music from bad. We don't know anything, and we were the ones who knew everything. And so they put us under a spell. What kind of spell? The spell of ghost worship. You understand? Ghost worship. And they said gospel, ghost spell. All you know is what they told you, and you have belief in what they told you. When we were in our right state of Elohim, we didn't have beliefs. We knew because we were the gods that everybody worshipped. They made us hate the rising of the sun by telling us, make sure you don't make fudge while the sun is rising. That's because we were sun people. People trying to get away from the sun made us start hating the sun. How'd they make you hate your hair? No, by telling you to pick cotton. The moment we stop conking our hair and cuffing our hair and putting our feet on the grass again, things are going to start opening. We lost our eye and our light is dim.
Yeah, you know the motherfuckers is looking for me. You know they always looking for me. Black Mayan on the loose once again from New York to Jamaica to Canada, Japan, Domo live from Ground Zero. It's the fastest 30 minutes on air, your radio show of shows, motherfuckers. Y'all know who this is? This is Bust That Ass Radio, 83.17 FMX, and the X stands for you never saw me coming when you never saw where I was at, dumbass. Yo, Black Lady Boots on the loose, who's better than that balding two-pump chump you call him any man. And yes, I run rings around that ass like Saturn, so test me, bitch. And if I say anything to offend you, then you know I'm doing my motherfucking job, because you have the option of turning me off when I keep turning you on again and again and again. Cash your ass. Let's ride, bitches. Haha. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this shit. LA Races and Time is how I start the top of the show. Question. What is the threat to society if fear and paranoia is the only motivator and reason profiling, quote unquote, now wears a new moniker represented as good old-fashioned semi-valid Nazism by way of the feds, or is it just another financial tactic to give the police union more authority for making LA the world's first penal compound? You be the judge. Guess what, niggas and spics? Alright, the ACLU and the NAACP can no longer come to your rescue. Go ahead, take that ass beating like an ignorant slave, because that's all we're entitled to. So remember that. The LAPD has designed a program that is supposed to not cast a shadow of quote-unquote reasonable doubt of suspicion on individuals who exercise their right to free speech or belong to a secular, ethnic, or religious group. Now, the result is an amended set of guidelines approved by the City Police Commission for the handling of quote-unquote suspicious activity reports, unquote. Okay, the new policy reaffirms that racial profiling has no place in documenting suspicious activity, but it provides for regular audits of the SAR's program and proposes a community advisory board to help ensure against abuse. The policy advises officers against reporting activity generally protected by the First Amendment, quote unquote, unless additional facts and circumstances can be clearly articulated that support an officer's or agency's determination that the behavior observed is reasonably indicative of criminal activity associated with terrorism or other criminal activity. Even outside the terrorism context, unusual but legal behavior can alert the police to the possibility of a threat that requires further investigation consistent with constitutional projections. It's impossible to pursue information about an individual without, however, briefly recording his name. All right, you know where I'm going with this, all right? What the fuck, all right? The fucking pigs and this justice system holds on to your info like herpes, okay? Shit's not going nowhere, okay? Like dated luggage, okay? Even if it doesn't lead to a pattern of criminal activity, you're still being watched. And it's, what, the listening branch of espionage does, i.e. the Secret Service, Napster. Heard of this shit? Or do you even fucking know? Okay, is the only government-ran communication satellite used to see and hear what you do. Okay, how the hell do you think Lord Obama was able to watch SEAL Team 6 in color on the big screen? The shit sure wasn't fucking pay-per-view. I don't think so. Okay, how come people can't walk around with armbands of what ethnicity and crimes they're associated with in public so everyone can see who not to fuck with? I mean, that's what the Nazis did to Polish Jews, and it worked for a minute, didn't it? But anyway, motherfuckers are stupid enough to go out there and do this anyway, but tattoos help with profiling. Now, does it? Okay? Profiling is still profiling no matter how you try to flip it. Okay? What's this SAR shit anyway? Anywho's. I mean, I thought this shit came from like an Asian flu bug or something, but, it turns out to be an acronym for profiling. See the similarity? Okay. As every year, we're fucking reminded of the 9/11 scam that was perpetuated against the ideology of Islam, where Christianity became the vain executioner for democracy. Now, why is that? Okay, it's obvious that Deputy Chief Michael Downing is a paranoid racist pig supported by the same ilk. Downing assured the commission that no one would be targeted because of race, creed, or religion, in quotes. It has nothing to do with profiling people. It is about behavior. Okay, so who is acting irrational and who is acting rational? Who is doing something out of context? Okay, the privacy laws in the Constitution can say you can do this, that, and everything else, but also in the context that you are acting like a moral citizen. He also said that officers completed 547 suspicion activity reports last year, but that number, including people's names, amounted to little more than maybe 12. Okay, so out of 547, only 12 motherfuckers were guilty. Okay, that's profiling on top of suspicion. Okay, and we're paying the constable what to say you did when, if there was something you did where. Okay. Let me rephrase. Let me redo that one, okay? And you're paying the constable what to say you did when, if there was something you did where, okay? Not since the Red Squad of the 1950s have terrorist home spying and superlative espionage done nothing but spread neighborly paranoia like wildfire. What motherfuckers ain't clued in about is that not all terrorists are atypical, and we come in many walks and have different methods of making a point to grab some attention. I mean, come on, think about it. Oh shit. I just wanted to be held before I pulled the detonator. Think about it. I'll be black after this.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Bring it on down.
Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man.
Of course, bitches.
In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang.
Come on.
Wherever there's a hang,
come on,
you'll find a Spider-Man.
Facebook, Mosquitoes, fat bitch, head of that. Okay. The shit I found on my Facebook is crazy but true. Sent in from Family Tree. Nice group of people. They sent a pic post of how prison culture starts. It says, okay, school starts September 4th. Resistance is futile. I mean, what? Come on, think about it. Guards on the premises. There are actually 2 meeting areas of community gathering, one in the yard or in the lunchroom. And my favorite, when the bell rings, the door to the classroom / cell door closes. What are we really learning from the word institution at this point? Okay, this sent in from Ajamu Bandel, a pic of Black history lost in Mexico. Now I got a whole series of shit about that and everything, but you know, a lot of you Blaxicans out there need to know this shit. Okay, again, niggas be sleeping. The inscription reads, Gaspar Yanga, often simply called Yanga or Nayanga, was a leader of a slave rebellion in Mexico near Veracruz around 1570 during the early period of Spanish colonial rule. Like Nat King Cole, I gotta go to Mexico to get love. Read your lost history, wankers. We made Veracruz and whooped that Spaniard ass along with it. Unlike the conquered Aztecs and the conquered Incas and the rest of you motherfuckers, we whooped that ass, established the township, and said fuck you, and on top of that, and now you
Our responsibility to resist the injustices done by our government in our names. Not in our name will you wage endless war. There can be no more deaths, no more transfusions of blood for oil. Not in our name will you invade countries, bomb civilians, kill more children, letting history take its course over the graves of the nameless. Not in our names will you erode the very freedoms you have claimed to fight for. Not by our hands will we supply weapons and funding for the annihilation of families on foreign soil. Not by our mouths will we let fear silence us. Not by our hearts will we allow whole peoples or countries to be deemed evil. Not by our will and not in our name. We pledge resistance. We pledge alliance with those who have undergone attack for voicing opposition to the war or for their religion or ethnicity. We pledge to make common cause with the people of the world to bring about justice, freedom, and peace. Another world is possible, and we pledge to make it real.
Oh, I just love it when I just give them all kinds of Sandusky candy. Anyway, cultural nepotism. Hey, I know everybody likes talking to their iPhone, don't you? I mean, Siri, this, Siri, that. Do you know who else is, like, you know, listening? Or do you care to be profiled as an FBI terrorist? Have the Secret Service all up in your ass while you're screaming, "It's an Illuminati thing." Shut the fuck up and get the truth, bitches. Alright? According to the anonymous allied hackers, okay, they're called anti-sec, okay, a list of 12.4 million Apple unique device identifiers, UDID, was found on an FBI agent's Dell notebook. Okay? Ooh, oh my god. Each UDID was associated with usernames, device info, and in some cases, phone numbers, names.